We're here in the new multi-sports facility that's being constructed at Jerudong International School. I'm Nick Sheehan, I'm the principal, and here is Justin Harris, who's our Director of Enrichment. We're going to talk to you a little bit this morning about this fantastic facility that's being built at the school. One of the things I want to say about this facility is that some of you will recognise the fact that this is the old tennis courts, and the tennis courts have been here since 1997 when the school was built, and it's one of the areas that people have walked past every single day, and actually they get very limited use because they were not covered. It just gets too hot in the morning from about 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock onwards. So as we're looking at our campus, and we're lucky to have one of the best campuses of any school in the world, we're looking at our campus and working out how can we incrementally improve it. How can we develop our campus and create community use from our campus? How can we use our facilities to build the capacity of the students? And within this fantastic facility where they're putting a roof on top, we're going to have some new tennis courts which will be undercover, some cricket facilities, as well as some competition level squash.
So in terms of our school enrichment, we have 4 sections. We have service learning, we have arts and creativity, we have enriched learning, and sports and exercise. And the sports and exercise section is what this is all about. So let's just have a look at what we've got here. Now, it's probably hard to see and believe we're in a construction site with no roof, but just behind us, in a few months' time, if we just turn around, just behind, you can start to see the walls going up, and what will be an entrance and 4 world-class squash courts. In the centre, where Nick is standing, there will be an entranceway, and hopefully we can have some community activities there where parents and students can take part in Zumba and yoga classes in the morning before going down to a lovely shop for maybe a cup of coffee before they depart for their days and leave their children. Now, where I'm standing and where the camera team is standing, in front of us here, there will be 2 fantastic tennis courts and also areas marked out for other ball sports. And just to my right here, there will be a number of cricket nets. Cricket's actually very popular, but very hot to play here in Brunei. But to practice, Undercover will be fantastic for our students.
So from this angle, behind us, you can see some of our existing undercovered basketball and netball courts. And these the roof was put on here approximately 5 or 6 years ago for the very same reason, to make sure we've got these outside spaces that are useful for sports throughout the year. We're standing here in the middle of the building. You can see that the height of the building is significant, and obviously for those people with big tennis serves, that's absolutely critically important. But more than that, it means that we're built to international standards. So the squash courts, the tennis courts will be competition level at an international standard. There are some features of the building, though, that Justin's going to talk about in terms of their design, which are also useful from a curriculum and learning perspective.
Okay, so one of the design scope specifications we were looking at is to try and make the building eco, and that's a big push within our development plan, is to try and make the campus as ecological as possible. So we won't be having massive solar panels on the roof at this stage, but we will be capturing our rainwater, and over in the corner there will be a huge tank area which will capture the rainwater from this huge roof space, which will then be used for the landscaping around this part of the school. Another thing and a design feature is, yes, the vastness of this roof allows us to play world-class tennis and in the squash area, but it also allows for airflow. The heat radiating sometimes through the roof can still make the spaces very hot, but because it's so high and will be insulated, and the orientation of the building, the airflow will come through nicely and keep the students very cool when they're taking part in these activities.